Hello, hello, it's Christine. It's time for a scrapbook process video. And I'm doing this one because, well, I was going to do it anyway at some point in the future. Who knows when, because I don't work chronologically and, whatever. But I had a subby, Melody, had commented on a video I did of my daughter and my bonus dad at her college graduation. I had made some comment in the video, I think, about her red bottom shoes. And Melody says, oh, please scrap her red bottom shoes. So I did. I pulled out this picture I took of her. I said, hey, walkway. And this was the centerpiece of their college campus. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of folks in the background, but I can't help it. College graduation, this was in 2020, and so we were all outside. Okay, no problem. So she's walking away. You can kind of see that red bottom right there. I have another picture where she's walking away, and it's a good picture too, but it doesn't, this has that centerpiece of the college in it, so I kind of really want to use this cat, y'all. Anyways, this is the picture I'm going to scrap. Saturn? No. And I'm going to use my Vicki Boutin's Discover and Create. And these are the picture, or the layout, or the, what am I trying to say? The papers I've pulled out, and I'll tell you why. Let me show you real quick, because I found on Pinterest, I was trying to get, inspiration, and I found this layout on Pinterest. Y'all, this system here sometimes, I don't know who did it. I know the Pinterest person who saved it is this person here, but it doesn't take you anywhere. So I suspect it's a very nice, high quality photo. So I suspect it's either a blog or something. So if you are able to figure it out, and you're welcome to tag them below. I don't want to ever steal credit or nothing, but I really enjoyed like this whole notebook look. This person's outdoors or whatever. I mean, she's outdoors, but it's kind of school feeling to me. I don't think I have everything, y'all. I realized when I was going through my stuff, I didn't get the chipboard. I was like, what was I thinking? I didn't get none of the chipboard. That's Scoopy. I may have to go shopping. Anyways, so I did pull out the blue, and I got this. Now, I don't know what she's got behind her photo. I don't really, couldn't tell really, and it doesn't really, her photo color palette is a little different. So I did pull out a gray. It has these pencils on it, but I'm not going to use those. This gray little grid. I have this blue wordy paper, and then this cool piece of paper. I feel like she might have used this, but I can't tell for certain, because it's got all these different, y'all. How many times? Y'all count. This is at least 3, right? It's got all these patterns and things. I think this could be kind of neat on the paper. So I got that going on. I think she actually also used the stencil on here, and I may pull that out. I don't have the Vicki Boutin stencil, but I have another stencil. So I might pull that out. Of course, I do have, I bought at least one ephemeral pack. Y'all, I could have sworn I bought more, but, because that was a big old box I got, but I don't know what I've done. So I'll get into that. And then, I do have 2 packages. I was smart enough to do this. And I'm trying to decide here, like, I want to call it something red bottom shoes. Or maybe just red bottoms. I'm not really certain with this. But I do see this little thing here that says, it looks good on you, which I like a lot. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to do something with these words somewhere. I might be like, take note of these red bottoms or something. I'm not really certain. I got to figure that out. And then I do have this chipboard, which is just kind of the black and whites, and I do have these little puffies. That's not everything. I don't know. I do have these right here. This is actually from a Scrapbook Flavors of the Month. I do not remember now, y'all. Crepe paper. But these butterflies are in the same kind of colors as these pencils, so I know this would work. So I think I already pre-cut these. I don't like to face cut, y'all. I really just don't. I will if I have to, and sometimes, a piece of paper kind of begs for it, so I will do it, but I don't love it. And I've already pre-cut these butterflies, so I think I may use these. I'm gonna be a little bit lazy. So this is kind of what I'm starting with. I need to trim the photo and kind of figure out what I'm gonna do and get this cat off my desk. This is the 4th time. And anyways, I'll be back on in a minute. Well, you guys, the cat does not get down off my desk. Or let me put it this way. I put her down, and she gets back up there again. She's in a mood. I may drop a little clip of a video at the end down here with her playing, because she's kind of cute. I think I've told you guys before, she's like 14. She's almost 15 years old. But, y'all, she's spry. I mean, she's definitely very spry. I guess that's what good nutrition does, right? I've given her the same cat food for 15 years. Anyways, I trimmed down my paper 1/2 inch total. It's a 1/4 inch on each side, because I did want the little design centered. And then I noticed that she had some black ink splattered on there, so I went ahead and splattered some more black ink on there. I have mounted my photo on white cardstock, and I'm going to take this pattern here, which is pretty neat, and I'm going to cut this down and actually do it from here, and then I actually shove the picture down to the bottom and use the bottom part, because I don't need the whole sheet, right? I just need kind of part of it. And I kind of like the patterns at the bottom of the page a little better, so I switch it out. I may have put too much around the photo. I don't know. I mean, it ends up looking okay, but so maybe not. I'm going to try my other two papers. So they got the little blue kind of printed wordy things. I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to decide that I initially start with it on the right-hand side. I'm going to do like a back and forth photo mat. It's not going to be a full mat with this one and the gray one. But I kind of like the ink splatters on the left side of this paper. So I'm going to switch this in just a second. Put it to the, there you go, see there. And then I'm going to take my gray and I'm going to put that on the right-hand side. Now I'm going to actually use most of the, I'm going to flip the gray over in a minute because there's yellow on the back side. And I'm going to end up using quite a bit of it. But those pencils are right there. And I think I'm going to fussy cut those. I kind of have an idea of fussy cutting those and then putting them on another piece of paper. I have no idea what picture I'm going to use. Surely I got something, my daughter from a school picture or something, and I'm probably to do something like that. But, or maybe I'll take a picture of my marker bag, y'all. I got a giant marker bag. That could be fun. I don't know. I have to think about it, but I do have that idea for those pencils. So I'm going to scuff the edges of the photo mats here, and I'm going to kind of move them around back and forth. In a second, I'm going to glue them all together. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I'm looking at the stencil. So her original layout it looked to me like she probably used the Vicky Booten stencil, to be honest, but I've got this one. So I did get out my yellow. Now I have gotten little brushes now, y'all, that have colored handles. And I'm real proud of this because now I can pick up the one that's got yellow and use the yellow with the yellow. There's like red and blue and green and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to hopefully keep myself out of trouble trying to not use the two different colors on the same brush. So I brought that down. I don't think she had it anywhere else on the layout. I think it was just on that left side. So I do that over there. I'm going to have to organize my photos here. Or my photo, rather, not photos. Just the mats or mats. But, and I'm going to organize all this. I'm going to glue it together. I don't use foam or anything behind the pictures. I don't know why I left cleaning this thing in here. I'm not the best cleaner, y'all. I just kind of wipe a paper towel all over it. Here's where I'm going to kind of assemble everything. And initially I screw up and I actually glue these too close together or whatever. So when I lay my photo down, I don't have a big enough mat. And I go, oh, shoot. Or not my photo, but the other print. And I go, well, shoot. So I have to split that up just a little bit. Thankfully, it hadn't stuck too much yet. And I'm going to put that down and I'll build this kind of a big photo mat, honestly. This is one of those layouts. I'm going to tell you guys, I like it. But I'm going to tell you it's a little busy by the end. You know what's funny? I think I've mentioned this before in videos, like what's my style, right? And if I go to make a layout without any kind of inspiration in the sense of like a sketch or any kind of a, scrap lift or something, I tend to make a little more clean layout. I don't know why that is. I tend to be, I'm not going to say a minimalist by any means, but I don't tend to add a bunch of stuff. But if I have a layout that I'm liking and I look at it, I'm scrap lifting or something, I might go overboard, and I don't know why that is. I'll go overboard on the scrap lifts or whatever, but I go a little bit more minimalist on my own stuff. It's a little strange, but I do love how they look when there's more is more. I like a more is more. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know. Maybe it's a mood thing. Maybe it's a mood thing. There's this little sticker that came out of the sticker book. She kind of had like a little tab on the right hand side. She had like a really big what are those clips called? Paper clip type deals. Not paper clip, but like the pinchy kind on the top, but I don't know where that piece of ephemera is or what that was. I have no idea, so I don't have that piece, so I'm going to do some other different things. So here is where she had like a little fishtail banner at the bottom that held part of the title, and so this is the back side of that gray paper there that I just flipped it over because it's yellow, and I'm going to cut a little fishtail banner. And I've also got the font spelling out the red bottom shoes piece right there now. I think this font is so cute. It's different. It's unique. It's got all these little different pieces and stuff like that, and honestly, it's an interesting mood and feel when it comes to like with these shoes, because this was a college graduation. These are very high dollar shoes. If you know anything about red bottom Louboutin shoes, she saved Christmas money, y'all. This was a big purchase for her. I mean, y'all, I won't tell you how much it was because it's kind of embarrassing, but she was so excited to do it. It's, it was her Christmas money. So, and she's worn those. She typically wears them at very special occasions. She's worn it like to her college graduation. She wore it to, I don't remember now. It was something in high school. It wasn't prom, but it was something. It might have been her graduation in high school, too. I don't remember now. And she's worn it like one other time to a special event that she walked on stage for. So she doesn't wear them often. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're comfortable. If I'm honest, they're high-heeled, kind of tight on the toes at this point because maybe she grew a little bit. I don't really know. Or maybe because she had soccer feet. Y'all, soccer feet are just very, very beat-up feet. They're not as bad as ballet dancers. I mean, I've seen the movies with the ballet dancer feet, and bless their little hearts, their feet are just tore up. But my daughter's feet were definitely tore up. She had all kinds of, you got to put calluses on those things and wear them cleats all the time. So they were tore up feet. So putting them in these shoes can be a little bit uncomfortable, but they're very stunning when she's got them on. Very beautiful shoes. Okay, so I'm just kind of building out my stuff here, very, very similar to what she had, because I actually had those same exact butterflies. I didn't have to fussy cut them. I was very excited. Had her very exact same butterflies, so I've got that. I didn't have 2 rings, the colored rings, so I put the little artist palette at the top. I will put that a little high, so I'll trim off the top of it in a minute. And then she didn't have this little phrase on here, but I do like this little phrase. It says, "Good days ahead," because she's graduating college, right? So I think that's kind of neat. It's like forward-looking. I'm put that up there on foam. I will put the butterfly wings on foam, but I'll like kind of bend the butterfly bodies so the bodies are kind of down, and I'll actually try to use a little bit of Nuvo glue to glue them down. There's a little piece there on the right-hand side in the upper right. The original post had like big old feathers on the right-hand side, but because my daughter's on the right-hand side of the photo, I really couldn't add big old things on that side. But I did find this little thing here. It says the star of the show, and I kind of like that. I start off with that thing at the top. It's like a little Post-it note looking deal, like things to remember. That's not what stays there. I'm going to change that out. I'm going to put that little the star of the show thing up on foam. Use a little bit of fun foam there, and I'll put that up. And in the lower right, of course, there's a little moth. Yeah, he's going to go up on foam. I realized I forgot to glue the picture down, y'all. It was not glued down. So I got to glue that down. And let me see what else. Like I said, I put all the butterflies up on foam, the moth up on foam. In a second, I'm going to put that title down there, and I'll have to mess with that just briefly because I put it all aligned, but that's not really how she had it. And I kind of end up adding another word, actually, after gluing it down. So it's a little tricky, too, because I'd already put the moths down, and I kind of aggravated myself because I had to reorganize that, and I tore the paper. It's okay. You can't tell at the end, but I aggravated myself with that, too. So I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I'm probably watching YouTube, y'all. I try to watch my little scrappy videos when I'm scrapbooking over there. Okay, what am I looking for, y'all? I'm doing something. I think I'm picking up stuff. No? My Nuvo glue. Oh, I have to glue those little labels down. That's what I switched it out. I had the little Post-it note up there, and I had found these little labels, and one says something good, and the other says move forward. So, again, I'm kind of thinking, graduating is like you're looking forward to the future kind of stuff. So I thought about putting that on the left-hand side over there, but then I thought, no, I've got all those labels over there. It's just not going to look right. So I don't. I put it back on the right-hand side, and I put that at the upper right corner there. It kind of crosses over the other tab on the right-hand side. I don't write anything over there. I could probably write the date. I haven't yet, but I might. This is me messing with these butterflies again, but after I put these words down here, I kind of cover up the photo just a little bit. This is my red bottom shoes. It kind of is a little hard to read, but it's kind of not hard to read. I don't know how to explain it. But I've got the butterflies down there, and this is where I decide in a second I want to add the word epic. Oh, there's some arrows. There's a couple little vellum arrows. One says this, one says that, and I'll add those. But I think I had lost that moth. I was like, where'd that moth go? So I picked up the layout for a second. I was like, what have I done with that thing? And what do I got going on here, y'all? Oh, I'm gluing that little moth down there. I'm going to stick that moth down there. I think I'm just looking for stuff. Oh, no, I'm back on the iPad, y'all. I'm telling you, I have to, the videos will end and I have to restart them, and it's like, darn it. If I don't have my videos playing, my iPad like shuts down, and I don't want to do that. Here's where I'm kind of debating on, like I said, I want to put this, what am I doing? Look at the ephemera still. I get onto the puffy titles is what's fixing to happen. I think I'm just looking to see, I had pulled all those things out to choose from, looking to see if there's anything else I want to add. I put that little butterfly there for a second, and I go, no, I don't want to do that, because she didn't have that on there, and I don't really think it's adding a lot, so I don't put that on there. I'm going to stick these, so here's where I'm just pulling the backing off the butterflies. You can kind of see in the photo, that little chapel there is the centerpiece to the college, which I can't remember now. I think in the one video, no, I did one a while back where I was showing her diploma and stuff in front of this little church, or chapel rather. And this was her, kind of walking away, but the chapel's in the background kind of thing. But I wished I had one of those photo editing things where you could take people out, because there's all those people on the lawn, and I didn't really like that, but you know what? It is what it is. So I want to pay for those photo apps that take the people out. And I don't think your phone will do it unless you're paying for it. So, oh well, it's okay. This is where I think I put the little arrows down. I will just use Nuvo glue. The arrow part's a little bit matte. The parts around it are vellumy, and they're kind of see-through. So I do put the glue, and I stick it on the actual arrow part so you can't see it. And I just kind of point toward red and bottom. And I'm still not done, though. I know there's one more thing I'm doing. What am I doing? What's the other thing I do? Oh, I haven't added Epic yet. You'll see that in just a minute. See, I do all this. I lay all this down there, and then I go looking at the puffy title things, and I go, oh, shoot, I want the word Epic on here. I just decided, because it's going to be Epic red bottom shoes. And I think this is where I'm peeling it off. And I think, oh, no. Actually, my apologies. This one says looks good on you. It looks good on you. And I like this a lot. And I do pull off a little puffy arrow, too, because I'm kind of pointing at the shoe with the arrows. I have to mess with that for just a second, too, because I got to make it point just the right direction. I love these little puffy titles. I think these are great. And there's so many little choices, too, on the way of the arrows and the stars and things like that. I really love that she does that with her collections. Okay, so I got that going on. And I think this is where I notice Epic at the top of that sticker sheet there. And I'm thinking, oh, those would be perfect. That'd be perfect. Well, I go to lay it down, and it, like, doesn't fit. I'm like, shoot, I want it here. So I'll pick this little butterfly up in a second. Look, see, I'm trying different places. And I'm like, no, it needs to go on top of red. So I pick him up, and I actually kind of tear the paper just a little bit with my sticker there, but I don't think you can tell once I get it all done. I'm kind of organizing it. The P just perfectly fits on the left side of the R, but then I think the butterflies are too close together. So this is just me kind of fastening, y'all. I'm just fastening. I got to get my dot, put it over my eye. I think I fast just a little more off camera, if I'm honest. I think I messed with that butterfly one more time. But this is how that's going to basically kind of look. I don't think I do really anything else to this thing. Oh, I do too. I pull out some hearts, y'all. I'm going to pull out, there's a tiny little puffy sticker set. Has like hearts and stars and whatnot. I'm going to pull out a couple hearts for the upper left up there. I actually think she might have had those little hearts on hers too. I don't remember now, but I'm almost certain she might have. They look good up there. And then I'm going to put one down in the lower right corner down there. And then that is basically all I'm going to put. And so here's a slowdown. I'm going to try to like close up show you the shoes, but there, I mean, I'm trying to show, but the light kind of reflects, you guys, so it's hard to see. But you can start to see the heels on those things. But that's my layout, you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my subby for making this suggestion, because I'd been meaning to scrapbook this picture and I just hadn't. So thank you for that. And we will see you next time. Bye.
What you doing? She's wanting to go in there.
The door's not locked, I don't think.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, okay.